Welcome to Ask the Lawyer radio podcast with attorney Brian Figeroux of the law firm Figeroux Associates. This podcast features a recording of our most recent radio show aired weekly in New York City. We hope you enjoy the show, which features news, views, and interviews on matters such as immigration, personal injury, bankruptcy, divorce, family law, estate planning, wills and probate, deed transfers, civil rights, criminal defense, workers' compensation, and taxes, both individual and business. You can contact us at 855-768-8845 or visit us at www.askthelawyer.us. You have questions? We've got the answers.
How to file an uncontested divorce in New York. A step-by-step analysis. Divorce can be a stressful and complicated process, but an uncontested divorce in New York offers a faster and less expensive alternative to traditional litigation. In an uncontested divorce, both spouses agree on major issues such as property division, child custody, child support, and spousal maintenance, allowing them to avoid lengthy court battles. This article provides a comprehensive analysis of the legal steps involved in filing for an uncontested divorce in New York. Understanding uncontested divorce in New York. An uncontested divorce occurs when both spouses agree on all aspects of the divorce. Unlike a contested divorce, where disagreements may require court intervention, an uncontested divorce is typically resolved through paperwork and judicial approval without a trial. Benefits of an uncontested divorce. Faster process. Since there are no disputes to resolve in court, an uncontested divorce is finalized more quickly. Lower costs. Avoiding court hearings and lengthy litigation reduces legal fees and associated expenses. Less emotional stress. Resolving issues amicably prevents unnecessary emotional strain on both spouses and children. More control. The couple has control over decisions rather than relying on a judge to determine the outcome. Step 1. Meeting the residency requirements. Before filing for divorce in New York, at least one spouse must meet the state's residency requirements. Either spouse has lived in New York continuously for at least 2 years before filing for divorce. Both spouses have lived in New York for at least 1 year, and the marriage took place in New York, or the grounds for divorce happened in New York. Both spouses currently reside in New York, and the grounds for divorce occurred in the state. If the residency requirements are not met, the court will not accept the divorce filing. Step 2. Establishing grounds for divorce. New York allows both fault-based and no-fault grounds for divorce. However, most uncontested divorces proceed under the no-fault ground, which states that the marriage has irretrievably broken down for at least 6 months. This means neither spouse has to prove wrongdoing. Using no-fault grounds simplifies the process since there is no need to present evidence or argue over fault. Step 3. Preparing the necessary documents. Filing for an uncontested divorce requires several legal documents. The most important ones include 1. Summons with notice or summons and verified complaint. These documents formally notify the other spouse that a divorce action has been initiated. The summons with notice includes a brief outline of the relief sought, for example, division of assets, custody. The summons and verified complaint provides more detailed information about the marriage and the terms of the divorce. 2. Affidavit of defendant. This document is completed by the defendant, the spouse who did not file for divorce, to acknowledge receipt of the divorce papers and agree to the terms. 3. Settlement agreement, if applicable. If both spouses have agreed on all issues, a settlement agreement outlines their decisions regarding division of property and assets, child custody and support, spousal maintenance, alimony, debt division. This agreement must be signed and notarized by both parties. Additional forms. Other required forms include Affidavit of plaintiffs confirms the plaintiff statements. Child support worksheet, if applicable. Judgment of divorce, final document, signed by a judge. Request for judicial intervention, RJI, used to request court processing. The exact forms required depend on whether the couple has children, property, or other issues to resolve. Step 4. Filing the divorce papers. Once all necessary documents are completed, the plaintiff, the spouse initiating the divorce, must file them with the county clerk's office in the county where either spouse resides. Filing fees. The filing fee for an uncontested divorce in New York is approximately $335. If the plaintiff cannot afford the fee, they can apply for a fee waiver by filing a poor person's relief application. After filing, the county clerk assigns an index number, which is used to track the case. Step 5. Serving the divorce papers. New York law requires the plaintiff to serve divorce papers to the defendant within 120 days of filing. The service must be done by someone who is at least 18 years old and not a party to the case. Common options include personal service. A friend, family member, or a professional process server personally delivers the papers. Service by mail. The defendant signs an affidavit of defendant, acknowledging receipt. If the defendant does not respond within 20 days if served in New York, or 30 days if served outside the state, the plaintiff can proceed by filing for a default judgment. Step 6. Submitting final divorce papers. Once the defendant has acknowledged the divorce or defaulted, the plaintiff must submit additional documents to finalize the divorce. These include affidavit of plaintiff confirming statements in the original filing. Judgment of divorce outlines the final terms of the divorce. Findings of fact and conclusions of law judge's legal decision. If children are involved, additional forms related to custody and child support must be filed. Step 7. Judge's review and final judgment. After all paperwork is submitted, a judge reviews the case. If everything is in order and there are no legal issues, the judge signs the judgment of divorce, officially granting the divorce. The county clerk would then enter the judgment into the court records. Each spouse receives a certified copy of the divorce judgment. Step 8. Updating legal and financial documents. Once the divorce is finalized, both spouses should update their legal and financial documents, including name change if applicable, bank accounts and credit cards, closing or updating joint accounts, insurance policies, health, life, and auto insurance updates, estate planning, wills, trusts, and power of attorney changes. Common issues and challenges. Even in an uncontested divorce, some challenges may arise. Incomplete paperwork, errors, or missing documents can delay the process. Disagreements on settlement terms. If disputes arise, mediation may be necessary. Service issues. If the defendant cannot be located, special permission is required for alternative service methods. Hiring a divorce attorney or using an online divorce service can help ensure a smooth process. Conclusion. Filing for an uncontested divorce in New York is a structured process that requires meeting residency requirements, preparing necessary documents, and obtaining court approval. By following the legal steps carefully, couples can finalize their divorce efficiently, avoiding unnecessary stress and expenses. Although an uncontested divorce is simpler than a contested one, seeking legal advice can help ensure all agreements are fair and legally sound.
Did your uncontested divorce overlook asset division? You're not alone. At Figeroux Associates, we help clients in New York City address equitable distribution issues even after the divorce judgment is finalized. If you find yourself without a fair share of marital assets, our experienced attorneys are here to guide you. With expertise in post-divorce asset division, we'll navigate the complexities of New York's family courts, helping you secure the distribution you deserve. Don't wait. Equitable distribution can protect your financial future. Call Figeroux Associates today at 855-768-8845 for a consultation. We're here to fight for your fair share. That's 855-768-8845. Figeroux Associates, securing your rights even after the divorce is final.